Suppose I get the big speech. $1, $2 words in it.
Mulder, you're all washed up.
Put your best shirt on, we're back to make fools of the fools whose research lacks. Started drinking as a boy, now I'm an old man, but I just want one last kick at the can. So who knows what's behind that door? Just suit up, soldier, get ready for war. I'm sorry that you got it to be so, but this is not even a show. Sorry if you got it to be so, but this is not even a show. Well, come back, everybody. It's me, Prank Stallone, aka Chris. I'm the host of NEAS, and we're here for the final season, and it's going to be the best one ever. We decided to go out on a bang, bring a little bit of professionalism to the channel, and then possibly pass it on to somebody else as a respected institution. And with professionalism in mind, we decided to bring on veteran radio and television announcer, Jack Del Fresco. Jack?
Hey, Chris. I'm so happy to be here, my friend. I can't wait to see what kind of magic we can make.
Totally agree, Jack. Couldn't be more excited.
I do just want to mention to you that the employee bathroom it's totally done.
Huh?
Well, it doesn't work anymore.
Well, what happened?
There was an incident.
Well, what did you do in there?
I did only what was meant to be done in there, only normal bathroom stuff. Are you insinuating that perhaps I was playing with myself?
What? No.
Are you trying to say that I sprayed number 2 all over the bathroom walls? And that somehow made me feel so aroused that I was forced to play with myself on my first day at work?
Sorry, no, not at all. What are you talking about?
Great. Happy to be on board.
And also, you were supposed to announce me as well. You didn't do that, I noticed, so... All right, anyways, let's get to the clips, and in order to get to the clips, we gotta get small. Scott Baido is an artist and activist famous for his Donald Trump paintings, and we decided to have him on for a little interview about art. Check it out. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the program. Hope you're ready to talk a little bit of art today, fellow artists in residence, yours truly, and everyone watching out there. We have a very special one of our own joining us, a great patriot and a great artist, a painter. His name is Scott Baido. Scott, thank you for joining us today.
How you doing, buddy? Thanks for having me on.
A Staten Island artist has been ordered to remove a blue line that he's painted in support of the NYPD.
You, of course, are an artist, but you are also are the subject of a documentary that was recently released called Relentless Patriot, and that was produced and directed by the Martini Boys. How did you hook up with the Martini Boys?
Chris Martini actually reached out to me, this is about five and a half years ago, to interview me for another documentary he was working on.
Was the other Martini Boy there? Did you met the other guy as well, right?
No, just Chris. I just worked with Chris Martini.
Oh, really? Because there's another Martini Boy. Max, his name is Max Martini.
I think that's his brother. Is that his brother?
Yeah, they're the Martini Boys, and they do Martini Productions. They're quite...
Yes. No, yeah. It was just me and Chris. Chris did this on his own. But anyway, yeah. So he reached out to me to do a documentary on, just a little bit, a little interview on it, and he wound up getting engulfed in my whole story.
Getting caught up in it a little bit, and then all of a sudden you become the story, and he realizes I've been there before as somebody who is an artist.
I'm an artist, and this is my work.
And it's hard to miss.
Where can I watch the film? Haven't got a chance to watch it.
We had it in the theaters June 14th, 13th. It came out, and we got the best views, better reviews on Rotten Tomato than the Titanic did. But
better than the Titanic.
Unpatriotic people in the higher up yanked the movie right out of the theaters because of its subject.
How long did it stay in then? Even
2 days.
What the hell?
Scott Baido painted the blue line along a divider outside the 122nd Precinct Station House.
2 days, but that's all right.
But they sold a lot of tickets during those 2 days?
It was expected. No, the marketing, they didn't, none of the, nobody
bothered.
didn't have posters up, whatever. We expected it. We knew what we were up against. But the big thing is that it's going to be streaming.
The big thing is it'll be streaming, and it did get that I saw 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the math on it. How many people have got a chance to see it so far?
I have no idea. Again, they yanked it quickly out of the theater.
There's a lot of audience reviews on there, and
yeah, no idea. I'm not that nerd.
You're friends with John Tobacco as well.
Yes, very good friends.
Now
with
you
John.
know John Tobacco. You're doing the movie with the Martini Boys. What's next? Who's your third friend? James Cocaine?
Who's that?
That's just a joke I was trying to make based on the tobacco, alcohol, and then drugs or whatever.
Ah, gotcha. Very good. Very good. I didn't catch that.
I was thinking of going with sex worker, but you know what I mean as the last name, but that's sort of... You're also friends with Rudy Giuliani as well, the mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani. And how long have you known him for?
I mean, I'm a New Yorker my whole life. He's a New Yorker. I mean, but just, you know, after September 11th, we got to know each other a little better.
I watch his show, his radio show sometimes. Somebody said, I don't know if it's true, but that he married his cousin at one point.
I don't know. That's something I don't want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about that either.
There's a lot more issues that are more important.
Much more important than that. No, and
on.
it's so stupid. They call into his show and say it and stuff, and it's like, who even cares anyways?
It's not intruding on my life. It's just there, and it's sort of, for me, it's weird.
I'm an artist as well. I don't know. Did I mention that?
Yes.
I did, yeah, good. Yeah, I do art as well. And I was thinking it might be kind of cool. I was going to, first off, I'm going to share a couple of your pieces so people can look at them and see sort of what it is that you do, and then look at a couple of mine, and you could tell me what you think, how I do. So so this first one, you can see it there, right? This is the Cry Baby. And who's the over top there?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. You talking to me? Yeah, I am, and you're knocked out, says Trump. And really cool thing, I mean, Trump obviously looks very muscular in this, but it's a takeoff of the boxing thing. But that's kind of cool. You've made him look hot here.
Artistic license.
Artistic license, absolutely. This is probably my favorite one that you have, which is... I mean, he's looking jacked up. He's looking as hot as can be here, no doubt about it. I mean, it's a symbol of strength.
Yes.
And sort of the strength that he shows, maybe he doesn't necessarily look exactly like that physically, but he embodies that. And I wanted to share, I think he deserves everything. He deserves the world. And I wanted to do a painting of him receiving... fellatio, and I wanted to do it, him receiving fellatio from the only person I think is worthy of doing it, and that is the man himself, Donald Trump. And you can see here, what do you think of you can see that it is reaching to it. I've had to censor it, obviously, for the purpose. Hello?
Yeah, hold on.
Where are you headed? Where did you, You left? He left okay. Well, Butch doesn't know much, but one thing he does know is he's very confused by everything. This week he called a guy named Ike Wingape who has a website called nomorepronouns.com. Check it out.
Butch wants to talk to us. Butch, you are live on the air. What's on your mind today?
Hey, it's Butch.
What's up, Butch?
Hey, Howard, can you hear me all clear?
I can hear you great. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fantastic. I really am an admirer of what you do as a broadcaster, and a little clever little thing you do too is to the one side against the other, Rumble versus X website. See who can give the most money to you, get the competition going, and make a little bit more money at the end of the day also.
Hey, competition is good. That's why capitalism works.
We love it, capitalism. I work at a store regarding capitalism. Your website is no more pronouns, right?
Yeah, Butch. What's your point today?
Well, no more pronouns. We're what do we say? Do we only have to use proper names then, or how does it? In what way? How do we get rid of it altogether? I'm all in for it. I've been supporting this kind of movement for longer than you've been swimming around in your daddy's, you know what, sack. But I just want to know how am I doing it like right as far as when can I say the pronouns and when can I not say them?
Sure. Thank you for the call, Butch. Let me tell you, the way to look at this is I don't want to see your pronouns. I don't care what your pronouns are. I don't want to look at your LinkedIn profile. I don't want to see on your Twitter profile. I don't want to see on your Insta what your stupid pronouns are. I don't want to know about them. Different says my pronoun is patriot. My pronoun is patriot. Bobby says my pronouns are attack helicopter. My pronouns are attack helicopter. So Bill has text in. Okay, Bill, that's you. I'm sorry, Bill. I'm very defiant on here to make sure people are actually who they say. All right, so Bill, keep it PG-13. That way we don't end on a terrible call as far as that other caller goes. But we're going to bring you up as soon as we get you on the line here so we can have a good caller going on. So
my pronouns is attack helicopter.
Okay. This is
my pronouns is attack helicopter.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yep. Sorry, Bill. We hit the wrong button, Bill. Yep. We got the weirdo again. All right. Sorry, Bill. Bill, do it justice, please. So we can actually have somebody who knows what they're talking about and isn't in their mom's basement wasting everyone's time. Bill, what's up?
It's me, Butch again, you dumb.
Bill, how could you do this? Wow, this guy is really, really dedicated. What kind of loser would do this? Literally, of all the things you could be doing with your life, this is when we know we've arrived, right? This is when we know we've arrived, that we are living rent-free in people's heads that clearly have a mind virus inside them, right? That's exactly right.
Piss boy Todd Starnes is away from his show at the moment, potentially on a piss-drinking excursion of some kind, but in his place was Republican Congressman Tim Burchett, who's known as a bit of a prankster himself in Congress, and we decided to call him about that. Check it out.
Gonna take some callers, if that's okay. Is that all right? Well, we start off at the top there. How about Bobby? Been holding for a long time. Bobby, are you there?
Oh, hi, Tim. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, brother. Welcome to the show.
Bless you, Mr. Burchett. I'm in your I'm out in Farragut actually. I saw you at the Independence Day parade. I didn't speak with you, but I seen you come out. It was nice of you to be out there.
Yes, sir. Try not to miss that. That's a great. Had my wife and daughter with me and a bunch of my supporters. That's a great 4th of July parade. I love that Independence Day.
It's beautiful, and we appreciate you coming out there. And I'm just a big supporter of yours. I voted for you, each and every opportunity I've had. I will continue to do so, sir. Interesting to see on the radio. I love hearing you on the radio as well. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, you're a politician. You're not a radio guy," but there's plenty of politicians who have made it work in the radio and the media game. You know, Mike Huckabee, Joe Walsh. So, I mean, plenty of politicians have what it takes to be a radio host. And let me tell you something, Mr. Burchett, you are not one of them.
Yesterday, Burchett called Vice President Kamala Harris a DEI hire.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Bobby? It's the fact that they're not getting the full effect. It's my incredible good looks that really sells me as a person. It is not my speaking ability.
I know you're a bit of a prankster. I've heard that, right? Everyone's got a story about old Burchett.
Possibly. I'm not sure. This is a family show, so let's try to keep it there. But go ahead, Bobby.
Totally. I won't say any of the crazy ones, but I did hear once. Is it true that you left one of your fresh logs on Mitch McConnell's desk?
One of my what? I got cut. I don't know. Mitch McConnell. I don't.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's go to Stan the Man. And I'm glad we got caller ID. I can always call those folks back, so that'll be great.
Every season, we like to try to add a new Fun Bunch member, and this year, we added the worst of the worst, the most annoying character we've ever created, and he works like a charm. Give it up for Al Asplain. Check it out.
Let's go to the phone lines. Al, Aurora, you're on the Jeff and Bill Show. News Talk 710 KNUS. Good morning, Al.
Morning.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Bill. Out here in Aurora and tired of the ignorance that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, but appreciate what you guys do.
Glad to have you on. What's on your mind?
Well, explain to me exactly why the big tech people would even want to support Harris over Trump.
I think it might be affiliation with social issues is one of them. But two, she's delivering for him.
Yeah, although the one that I would lay on the table that would be a negative on the side of big tech is big tech. The Republicans lately have been talking about banning things like TikTok. So when you talk about which party is looking at creating an outright ban for a particular social media app, it is more likely at this point to be Republicans than Democrats. So if I had
you guys
to guess, that's what I think.
I think you're about 65% correct, if I would have to say, more or less. I don't think you guys are fully grasping it entirely as far as all of the intricacies of it and all of that stuff. But more or less, it seems like you sort of know what's going on and stuff like that with it. But
tell us what you think's going on.
Well, it's just you're oversimplifying it. It's a lot of complex ideas that not a lot of people necessarily understand, my dude. And you're just sort of turning it into an oversimplification. But it's more or less you kind of have an idea, it sounds like, about what's going on, but you just don't really have the full picture, I feel like.
But I want to understand the whole picture.
Help our audience.
Well, I want you to as well. You're on a radio show, speaking to a large audience of people. Yes, ideally, the people doing that would understand the full picture of what they're discussing and sort of understand all of the elements of it. I think you're almost there. I mean, you're doing a pretty good job. I'd say
the thing is, Al, the thing is, you're on this radio station speaking to just as many people, and twice now.
Oh, no, I'm speaking to two people. I'm speaking to Jeff and I'm speaking to Bill.
No, you're talking to the audience as well. This isn't a private conversation. They can hear you. I mean, it may be a shock, but the rest of the audience, our listeners, can hear you as well.
Well, I think
and we've asked you, Al, we've asked you twice.
I don't want to talk.
We've
I
asked
don't want
you
to talk
twice
down to them.
Well, but you're more than willing to talk down to us. We've asked you twice to explain.
They're aware of it. They probably know the complexities of what we're dealing with. They're probably listening to this and saying, "Thank God we've got a call in like Al, who's sort of on top of this."
Yeah, but hang on a sec, Al. But a call in that refuses to give the details. Hang on a sec. You're giving yourself a lot of props. You're sitting here patting yourself on the back, and you're sitting here
doing any patting.
Yes, you are. You're saying you just said the listeners are saying.
I said you guys more or less.
Al, stop. We're gonna exchange here. You just said the listeners are excited because they know more as much as you do about this, and they say, finally, we have someone like Al on the phone that is getting it because these two clowns don't. That's patting yourself on the back. You did it. Don't run away from it. Now I'm going to go back to the question that Jeff asked you. Help us understand. Give us the larger picture, please.
Okay, so I mean, when we're talking about complex issues like this, and I think probably you guys aren't used to trafficking in this level of discourse. You guys are surface level discourse.
Hey, Al, I'm going to stop you right there. How long have you listened to the show?
I've listened to it for longer than you've been on it.
Well, I was on the show when it started. That's
right.
very strange. Al, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I
You just
appreciate it.
Yeah, you called in to just throw rocks. And we've asked you direct questions several times, and you avoid them. I'm calling BS on the fact that you have the knowledge, because if you had the knowledge, you'd let us know. You didn't.
Al,
Over and over again, you self-aggrandized.
Smoking pot when you wake up, buddy.
You self-aggrandized, and you didn't address the issue. If you want to address the issue, the phone number's there anytime. And the fact that you didn't understand you were talking to the listeners at the same time you were talking to us gives me a lot of insight into your depth and complexity of thought as well. But I really hope you have a good day.
Yeah, bro, you gotta stop waking up and token, man.
All right, folks, not a bad first show back. Hey, what do you think, Jack? Anyways, the show doesn't have to finish. If you want to head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/notevenashow, we've got a call to Bubba the Love Sponge. That's right. We got bonus content over there. Support us. 5 months left. Let's support us down the stretch. I love you. Thank you. Bye.